If you don't know Glaminatrix Cosmetics, then let me be the first to introduce you to them. They're an indie brand based out of Australia, which, by the way, there's not that many indie brands in Australia, so that alone is sort of remarkable in and of itself. However, they have come out with some beautiful palettes of late, and this one is their latest. It's coming out on the 3rd of March, and it's called their Pretty in Pastels. I have to say a massive thank you to Makeuponyourradar, to Point Click Vibes, and Deandra Nicole. I have stolen their pictures and videos, etc., to discuss this, to give you a really good idea as to what this palette looks like. So let's jump on in. Part of why I find this so interesting is that, as I said, Glaminatrix Cosmetics is an Australian brand and they're going into autumn at the moment. But despite that, they've kind of catered towards the northern hemisphere and gone for more pastel shades. Now, personally, I think it doesn't really matter what season it is, wear whatever you want, but how gorgeous is this? It's retailing for 65 Australian dollars or 43 US dollars. And I have to say, that's a pretty damn good price when you're looking at it. Like, what I have from them so far has been incredible quality. I will say I'm also a little bit confused as to why there's a marigold kitchen glove. It's kind of a little bit jarring and also makes me think of Breaking Bad. Glaminatrix Cosmetics also does the most beautiful packaging. It's really luxe and really just an experience, essentially. Like, it always makes it look a little bit more expensive and a little bit more high-end than it actually is, and I really appreciate that. That's right, I am indeed that shallow. But I really wanted to show you guys Deandra Nicole's pictures because my goodness, she is incredible. Her photography skills, like 11 out of 10. No, that's too low, 20 out of 10. Look at how fabulous this is. It must have taken her forever to set this up. But I really love how this is structured, like that it's organised around colour columns and there's still that level of depth because, as I said, she is thinking about like those autumn babes as well, because there's definitely some colours in there for autumn. This is quite versatile, all things considered. And I really appreciate that she kind of zoomed in and showed the shimmers here as well. I have to say their shimmers are absolutely stunning. I also want to say that any dealings I've had with Glaminatrix Cosmetics have been very, very positive. Their customer service is really, really strong. But I wanted to show you this. This is when Deandra Nicole was showing the palette, and look at how shimmery that is. It's glittery. Gorgeous. But part of why I really enjoy Deandra Nicole's content as well is that she does these amazing swatches. Look at how gorgeous and pigmented they are. And look, we all know how difficult it is to get pastels to be properly pigmented, but these are packing quite the punch. I have to say, it's these swatches that are really like doing it for me, because if you know me, you know I love greens and blues. They just kind of grab my stupid little soul. Now, a couple of years ago, it was very, very difficult to get pastels. There's a few more on the market. So is this necessarily new and innovative? No. However, I think the formula is looking really, really good. And let me show you another Deandra Nicole clip. Look at the sparkles and shims on those. It's really great to see pastels making a bit of a revival. There was a time where it was so difficult to get any sort of pastels. Like, I remember when KVD Beauty, formerly Kat Von D, came out with their pastel goth, and it was such a big thing. And then there was the creme palette from Sigma, and there was the Pretty Cute, I believe, by Shroud Cosmetics. But it's so hard, or it was so hard, to get pastels. But as I said, we have the likes of Blem Bunny, etc., who have done their own pastel one, and I believe they're coming out with another one. But I think this is fantastic for Australian consumers, because if you're from Australia, oh my goodness, so hard to get products there. And like, if something does launch, it launches about 6 months later. It's ridiculous. So the fact that there's an Australian brand who's bringing these like really up-to-date ideas is fantastic. As I said, it's launching the 3rd of March. This is a significant date for me. I'm gonna bring it to be about me. That is the date of my brother's anniversary of his passing, so I always find it a little bit sad and a little bit difficult. Will I emotionally buy this? Maybe, particularly when it's like quite a good price, and I do like Glaminatrix, and I am a disgusting collector, and this has become one of the brands that I'm just like, yeah, I will happily collect you. Let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in this, or are you just like, oh, pastels don't look great on me? Because personally, I love deep tones on me, but I also know that light colours look really wonderfully whimsical on me as well, so I kind of like that. This could be used obviously as a palette in and of itself, but I think this could work really great as like a blending out palette. Those are my thoughts. Anyways, let me know down below what you guys think.